Hey, Rocky LeGrone, your sales development expert. One of the things that came up several times this week, I wanted to just share with everyone, and that is salespeople tend to miss a big part of the sale. They're focused on their products, they're focused on their solution, they're focused on helping the client recognize value, they're focused on the features and benefits. Um, but but here's what I see, and I've seen often throughout my career. Salespeople miss who they're selling to. In other words, our products and services might be used by the end user, and certainly they're the ones that may benefit or have the most usage out of our products and services. Or it could be someone else in the organization that is really going to suffer personally more if they don't have the tools that we can give the end users and increase productivity, decrease, whatever it is that your tools do. So let me give you an example. Um, let's say that my products and services typically are sold to medium, small, large businesses. It's a product that sells for maybe $5,000 to $10,000. And this is just one scenario. Of course, it could be 250,000. It could be 1,000. It's everywhere in between. And I'm selling to an individual who is kind of the business manager for this particular organization that would really benefit from using our products and services. What a lot of salespeople miss is the mindset of that individual, and they don't think about that going into the meeting. So let's just take a general organization, and let's say, for funny sake, it's a manufacturing facility. And in this manufacturing facility, they have janitors, they have frontline employees that are building, putting together stuff, working the lines, whatever it might be. They have the managers for those zones in those areas in the manufacturing place. They have probably supervisors and little higher ups in that warehouse or that manufacturing place. And then they probably have, a general manager, and then they probably have front office where you've got, people doing the accounting, maybe a comptroller, maybe a CFO. They've got some people higher up in operations. They've got some, obviously, sales part of the organization. They've got the VP of sales. And then you've kind of got, what I might call the executive leadership team. And so if we're selling to the janitor, and the janitor is going to benefit most from our products and services, then we need to think like a janitor. And what I mean by that is how far out and what kind of time frame do you think the janitor is thinking about? Probably the next couple hours, probably what's on the agenda, what needs to be done, and who's going to mess something up that I have to go clean up or I have to take care of. If you kind of skip a couple of levels and you go to the zone manager for a particular set of the manufacturing, and if you kind of think about from their perspective, what are they thinking about? They're probably thinking about what's going on in the next week. What kind of labor shortages are they going to have to deal with? What kind of material shortages they may have to deal with? What kind of politics are going on inside that area? Do they regret having to go to shipping and have to deal with somebody over there? Do they have challenges with the front office that are sending them orders? And are there things going on in their world that they're typically focused on for the next couple of days or the next couple of weeks, maybe? And then as we maybe move up a little bit, and you've got a operations COO, they're likely going to be more focused on what's going on 3 to 6 months out. What's happening with the supply chain? Are they going to be able to get the materials? How much of the material is going to cost? How does that impact their cost overrun? They're probably thinking about efficiencies for the operations. They're probably looking at, capital equipment that's going to maybe modify how they can be more productive in the next 3 years. If we move up a little bit, maybe or over, however you want to look at it, as a CFO, They're more concerned about what do they have to do to get ready for their next quarterly meeting? What are the finances looking like? How do we improve the collections? What are the things that they can do to improve their operation? How does IT impact them? And they're also thinking probably 3, 6, 8 months out, maybe even 3 years if the CFO's job is to get the company ready for a merger or an acquisition. Certainly, if it's a public company, they're going to be more concerned about what do they got to present to the board. And then let's look at the CFO. What's the CFO thinking about? Well, the CFO's job is profit, period. So if the CFO is focused on profit and he's looking at the last quarter, the upcoming quarter, another quarter from there, probably 2 to 3 years out, who are the likely companies that might acquire this organization, or what are the organizations that he might go and acquire? How's he going to grow the business? How's she going to be able to get the right team in place to really build out that organization for maximum profit? And I think when salespeople go into meetings with whoever they're meeting with, they're more thinking about their products and services and selling to this individual person, as opposed to looking at the entire organization and looking at building a business case so that whoever we're talking to may have to go and meet with someone else or up the chain or around somewhere else. But it's really helping look at the entire business, not just how your products or service might impact the end user or that person that you're selling to. So salespeople, managers, business owners, what I'm talking about is really business acumen. And that tends to be missing a lot with salespeople. So if you're looking to grow your team, if you're looking for your salespeople to get better, if you have been wondering maybe why things aren't happening the way they are, certainly we'd love to talk to you, but teach them business. Teach them what is the business model? How do the clients make money? How does your product and service fit in with your clients' businesses so that it makes them more productive, that you have more value to bring? It's not just about selling a product, selling a service. It's how does that service and that product, the lack thereof, impact the individuals personally at the different levels of the organization that are going to have to deal with that. I hope this makes sense to you. I probably went around the block a little too much, but it's all about business acumen, teaching business understanding, business models, and how your products and services fit within that. It's not just about the features and benefits of this particular product or service. Teach your salespeople business acumen. If you want help, we'd love to have a conversation with you. I know we don't work with everybody, and what we do doesn't fit with everybody, but if you're looking to grow your business, if you're looking to hire salespeople in the next 6 months, we'd love to chat with you and see if we might be able to help you. If not, we can recommend something else. Have a great day. Good selling. Rocky the Grown, your sales development expert.